we can examine the last verse again, which is described by the scholars of the Bhagavad Gita as the Ekashloki, which is the single shloka, single verse in the Bhagavad Gita that captures the essence of the entire text. So the one single summary verse that captures the essence of the entire text. So let me repeat the verse again. This is spoken by Sanjaya. Sanjaya uvacha yatra yogeshwara krishnaha yatra partho dhanurdharaha tatra shrir vijayo bhutihi dhruvani tirmatir mama. So Sanjaya says, yatra yogeshwara krishnaha, wherever there is Krishna. And here we see the adjective yogeshwara, the Lord of Yoga. The Lord of Yoga, Yogeshwara Krishna. And yatra partho dhanurdharaha, wherever there is Arjuna, Partha, who is ready for action. Dhanurdharaha means with the bow in his hand, ready for action. So wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is dynamic actor who is embodied in the form of Arjuna with bow ready in his hand, there in that place there is Shrihi Vijayaha Bhutihi Dhruvanitihi Matihi Mama. Matihi Mama. This is my opinion, Sanjaya says, and he says in that place there is victory, there is prosperity, there is orderliness, and of this I am convinced. So with that conviction, he says, whenever there is Krishna and Arjuna, in that place there is all good things, there is harmony there, prosperity, victory there. So what does it mean? So Yogeshwara Krishna, when we examine what is this divine principle, he says in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha. Krishna says, I reside in the heart of all beings. So whenever we are in touch with that spark of divinity within, so Krishna resides in the heart of all beings, whenever we are in touch with that principle. And whenever we are ready for action, that is exemplified by Arjuna, Parthaha, Dhanurdharaha. So whenever these two coexist, who is ready to express the divinity from within and share that divinity with the world. So in that place, there is prosperity, there is victory there is orderliness, etc. So there are two aspects to it. One is how to get in touch with that place of divinity. Because many times we get caught up in the demands of the day-to-day life that we feel uprooted. We are not rooted in the self, we forget ourselves and we get caught up in the turbulence of the outside world. Whenever a tree is uprooted, then it doesn't thrive, it withers away. So whenever we feel exhausted, perhaps we are not in touch with the spark of divinity that resides within. Most of us would like to be loving, kind. We have all these values that we want to express in life. We want to be peaceful. We want to be joyful. We want to be kind to others. We want to serve others. So it is an innate desire that resides in the self. It is the nature of the self to exuberantly express these qualities. But many times what happens is, when we are not in touch with these values, what happens is that we demonstrate the opposite through our actions. Perhaps we easily get angry or we get provoked and we utter words that we regret later. So whenever we are not in touch with that inner divinity, our actions demonstrate the opposite of our core intentions. You see? So the point is, when we are in touch with the divinity and when our actions or in harmony with that divine principle, then our actions will always be uplifting to oneself and to others.